By a show of hands, how many of you have ever donated blood? Awesome. Now, how many of you have ever donated or have known someone who has needed a donation? Great. Well, according to the American Red Cross, 6.8 million people in the United States choose to donate annually. This number may sound staggering to you, and in a way it is. But blood shortages are continuously seen in the United States, and 4.5 million people would die a year without these donations, leaving no room to discriminate who and who cannot be eligible to donate. Donating blood should be relevant to everyone, because one day it could save your life. If you believe in good karma, or you or anyone you know has had to undergo a blood transfusion or even a simple surgery, blood donors are to thank. I personally have been donating blood since I was 17 years old. The very first time I went to donate in 2017, my godfather took me. Now my godfather is a gay man. When I asked him if he would be donating, he simply replied, "Not today, sweetie." Even though I was confused, I swept his response right under the rug. Until recently, when I saw him post on Facebook about the FDA and its ban on gay men. This led to my research of the issue. Now, we all know that donating blood is extremely important, it's easily accessible, and it's incredibly beneficial to everybody in the United States. However, the FDA currently holds a ban on gay and bisexual men from donating blood within 12 months of having sexual intercourse with another man, from the fear of the spread of HIV. With that being said, today I will be discussing with you all the importance of everyone eligible donating blood. I'll review my opposition stance, brought to you by the FDA, followed by my argument against this opposition, along with the importance of everyone donating blood if they can. And my end goal is that you leave here today having learned what we can all do to help spread this knowledge in order to save more lives. Let's begin. According to the FDA, men who have had sexual intercourse with another man must remain abstinent for 12 months in order to donate blood. This is seen as a precaution to enable the spread of HIV. Well, I disagree with this, as well as many others do, seeing this ban as discrimination and outdated rather than a legitimate precaution. Accordingly, blood is tested after all donations anyway, so why does this ban still remain true today? The number of gay or bisexual men contracting or carrying HIV in the United States has decreased significantly by 17% over the last year. Now, this ban was put in place in 2015, so we can only imagine that in 2015, it decreased by about 70% too. This is according to the Mayo Clinic. And gay and bisexual men are not the only carrier for the disease. As many of you know, many straight men and women have contracted and spread the disease, but these bans aren't upheld on them. As we know, the gay community carries a stigma around the HIV, which dated back to the 80s, when HIV and AIDS became a very, very real fear among the gay community. And I think this fear is extremely outdated, and because of our technology we have today, it's not needed. We can test blood before and after screening. We can perform blood screenings before and after. There's no need to tell you you cannot donate blood because you have had sex with a man within 12 months of your wish to donate. Our solution is to speak up. Social media platforms are so prevalent these days that if anyone were to speak up, post, anything can go viral. The other day I saw a cat going viral. Anything can go viral. My godfather did this by posting on Facebook. He's speaking up. He wants to donate blood, but he is married. He has a partner, so he will never be able to. By doing this, we can increase the number of people that are eligible to donate blood, as well as increase the number of recipients. It's a win-win situation. Now let's continue our discussion to the point of importance. 4.5 million people a year are saved from life-threatening sicknesses because of people who donate their blood. Every 2 seconds, somebody in the United States needs blood, and less than 38% of the population is eligible to donate their blood, meaning if you're a healthy young person, you should definitely consider it. And one singular donation can save up to 3 lives. This is because our blood is divided into 3 main components: the red blood cells, the plasma, and the platelets. Now, the red blood cells must be used within 42 days of a donation. The plasma is frozen and can be used up to 1 year after a donation. And the platelets, sadly, must be used within 5 days of a donation. These 3 components go to the most life-saving transfusions, the most common of which are victims of car accidents, organ transplants, trauma patients, bone marrow transplants, and burn victims. And according to the Red Cross, approximately 36,000 units of red blood cells, 7,000 units of platelets, and 10,000 units of plasma are needed daily in the United States. And donating blood is easy. Just look it up. Look up the American Red Cross, UNC hospitals, or find a blood drive near you. There are currently 5 locations in the Raleigh area hosting blood drives, and donating blood is free and only takes around an hour of your time. You can even get paid around $400 for donating your plasma. There are some qualifications. In order to donate, you must be 110 pounds or more, at least 16 years old, excluding platelet donations, which you must be 18, and you'll need a valid photo ID. And anyone can donate once every 2 months, except for gay men. In conclusion, everybody eligible to donate blood should. With the number of HIV-positive people in the United States decreasing, the FDA has little reason to discriminate against others based off of their sexual orientation, regardless of the stigma surrounding the gay community and their increased ability to contract the disease. Today I went over with you all the importance of donating blood, how and where you can donate blood, and the tremendous impact it has on American lives, seeing that everyone who is eligible takes advantage. It's up to us as American citizens to overcome our homophobia and to trust our nurse practitioners and doctors who perform blood screenings to see if the blood is safe to use for donations. Americans have a reputation for unnerving patriotism, charity, and growth. We don't want to be the country who puts a minuscule phobia before the lives of others. And though it's ultimately up to the FDA, if enough people speak up, there will be a greater chance of change. I'll be leaving you all with a quote by the American Red Cross: "A blood donation. It's about an hour of your time. It's about a life."